And now, Knock 2 Studios presents Common Censored.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Common Censored. I'm Lord Sterling, and Dre can't be with us today, but he will be back as soon as possible. Hope you guys, tomorrow, I'm assuming. Hope you guys all had a very Merry Christmas. That's right, here at Common Censored, we use the banned phrase, Merry Christmas. You can say Happy Holidays also, but it shouldn't be just a replacement. All right, we got some people in the chat. Sam Duty, how's it going? Mandy J. Lawson, welcome back, and thanks for your support on Locals. And Unique Prepping, welcome to the party, pal. I was just watching Die Hard yesterday for Christmas, like I was telling Crazy B, and she told me that the Lethal Weapon movies, the first couple, also have a sort of Christmas theme to them. So I don't remember having watched those, at least not in 30 years, and I'm 36, so I wouldn't remember them. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check out the Lethal Weapon movies as well, from what I hear. Let's start off the show with some memeage. We'll hop over to Benny Johnson's channel, where he dropped some good stuff earlier, including some memes, some Trump Christmas messaging, and let's check out some of this stuff. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for being here. Unique Prepping! I see you. Thank you for commenting and boosting us in the algorithm. While you guys are here, make sure to smash that like button like I'm doing on Benny's channel. Boom, right now. And boost us in the search results. Thank you. Let's check this out. Biden wakes up. Christmas 2024. next election. And Trump jumps in, winning the presidency before him. Yeah. Biden with his little Minnie Mouse ears.
What's up, guys? It's boy Benny. Merry Christmas. Christmas is a time for family to gather around hearth and home and share memes together. Well, at least that's what we do in my family. In the Johnson family, Donald Trump helped us by sharing a meme on Christmas Day of Santa Claus saying that he voted for Donald Trump. No comment needed. Donald Trump just posts this absolute savage image and also a savage message. Donald Trump gave a direct message to the American people about Christmas and the reason for the holiday season. Compare and contrast this with Joe Biden and his message. We got you. First, let's watch Donald Trump's message to the American people on Christmas.
I would like to wish everyone a happy, joyous, and wonderful Christmas season. In this holy time of year, Christians everywhere give thanks that over 2,000 years ago, God sent his only son into the world to be the savior of all mankind. The birth of Jesus Christ is the true miracle we celebrate each Christmas. He is the ultimate source of our joy, our hope, and our sense of peace and goodwill as we gather with family and loved ones. It is such a great time of the year. This is why we can never stop saying that beautiful phrase, Merry Christmas. This holiday, we give thanks for many blessings God has bestowed upon us. Yeah. We pray for the safety of our men and women in uniform at home and abroad. And we ask God to guide us, give us strength, and watch over us in this pivotal year ahead. With his help, by this time next year, we will be well on our way to making America safer, stronger, greater, and more prosperous than ever before.
Hell yeah.
Once again, Melania and I wish you a very Merry Christmas. God bless you all. May 2024 be the best year of our lives.
Yes, it will be huge.
I'm Patrick Stewart.
Massive. We're gonna come back from way behind in the fourth quarter and we're going to win this thing. We are going to win. We are unstoppable. The only way we don't win is if they prevent it from happening, which is possible, but we'll figure out a workaround for that scenario. Hey, Crazy B, welcome to the chat. Thanks for helping me sort out the bot situation on Discord. And I will definitely be logging in later to figure out how to update the Rumble links so we're not sending everybody duplicate messages. Apologize to anybody if you've been annoyed by that. One for YouTube, one for Rumble. Try to combine them into one. It should be good. It'll be great. So I also wanted to show you guys this new ad. Oh, thanks, B. Appreciate it. This new ad that Trump put in that he released on Christmas, I believe, or maybe the day before. Oh, it was Christmas, I think, with showing his visit to Iraq. A pretty powerful moment.
Check this out.
It was Christmas Day. We boarded Air Force One in complete and total darkness, in the pitch black of night.
Damn.
We landed in
that reminds me of boarding Air Force One in complete darkness in the pitch black of night. It's like it's like crossing the Delaware on 1776 on Christmas night in the black of night, which Lord Sterling, my 8X great grandfather, participated in, personally securing the surrender of a Hessian regiment at Trenton. But yeah, crossing the iceberg laden river with the Marblehead Mariners, ferrying everybody across in the middle of the night. I'll come back to that after this ad, because this is really good. Sorry, I'll rewind.
Day, we boarded Air Force One in complete and total darkness, in the pitch black of night. We landed in war-torn Western Iraq. No lights on the runway. There were hundreds of troops packed into a dining hall. They had absolutely no idea that the president and first lady were about to walk into that room.
Imagine that.
And when
in
they
Iraq.
did, it was a sight and a sound and a scene that I hope I never forget. That room absolutely erupted. That was the kind of patriotism President Trump brought back to our country. One of the young soldiers yelled from the back of the room, "Mr. President, I re-enlisted in the military because of you." And without missing a beat, the president said, "And son, I am here because of you."
Yeah.
Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Come
So
on,
good.
baby. Come
So
on. Bring me back to a better
good.
time. Donald Trump also posting this, a epic photo, the Merry Christmas photo from the White House. Just gorgeous stuff. Come on.
Better than Biden's twink dancing ceremony, right? Just reminded me, I saw this music video recently by a band called Sabaton about the Christmas truce. I don't know if you guys know about the Christmas truce, but in Christmas 1914, which was occurring during World War I, there was a moment where troops from opposing sides all laid down their arms on Christmas and ventured into no man's land together, the area between the trench warfare filled with barbed wire and all kinds of craziness. And they decided to celebrate Christmas together. Let's check out a moment of this music video by Sabaton, and then I'll contrast that with the American Revolution. I know Jack Posobiec is a big fan of Sabaton. Make sure to subscribe to them. Good band, covering all kinds of real life stuff, real messages in their music, not just fluff.
Ready!
Goosebumps, Mandy. Right, that Iraq commercial.
Ready!
Come on, man. Wake up. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thomas! Come on!
Look at this guy's goatee. Legendary. You'll see that when he sits at the piano here in a second. This is going to be a mix of news and fun today as we come back from Christmas. Sabaton. I don't really know too much about this band, but pretty good song here. You can tell he's not a soldier with the long hair, I'm guessing. I don't know. Soldiers have long hair back then.
Silence.
Silence.
Oh, I remember the silence on a cold winter day.
Look at that goatee.
After many months on the battlefield, and we were used to the violence. Then all the cannons went silent, and the snow fell. Voices sang to me from no man's land. We are all friends. And today we're all brothers, tonight we're all friends. Our moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we're all brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived and the snow turns the ground white. Hear carols from the trenches, we sing a holy night. Our guns lay to rest on snowflakes. On Christmas in the trenches, on Christmas on the front, far from home.
Imagine that, being in war and deciding to party with the enemy.
I remember the sadness. We were hiding our tears in a foreign land where we faced our fears. We were soldiers, carried the war on our shoulders. For our nations, what are you doing?
What are you doing? You crazy? Getting out into the line of fire.
We were friends. And today we're all brothers, tonight we're all friends. Our moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we're all brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived and the snow turns the ground white. Hear carols from the trenches, we sing a holy night. Our guns lay to rest on the snowflakes. On Christmas in the trenches, on Christmas on the front, far from home.
Bagpipes. Nice. And he's not playing, that solo's not being played on that guitar. An electric guitar, but for effect, 1914, before electric guitars existed. Playing the old acoustic. So good. So good. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So the troops all met in the middle of no man's land, buried their fallen brothers, played some soccer, had some fun, and then went back to murdering each other the next day. Because we could all take Christmas to, have a little peace. And so they, this video is done in 2021, 1914, Christmas truce. Lest we forget. Good little thing to remember, that these individuals didn't have anything personally against each other necessarily, but it was the powers that be that were forcing them all to war like ants in a bottle, being shaken up. Pretty messed up how they do it to us over and over. Yeah, pretty crazy. So that's how they handled Christmas in World War I. My ancestors handled it a little bit differently. In the Revolutionary War. Lord Sterling and his friends lulled the enemy into a false sense of security. No attacks on Christmas. They let them drink and be merry and frolic around in Trenton, doing their thing, wearing their little dainty red coats, And once they have had their drinks and their fill and they were passed out for the night, our revolutionary savages boarded the boats to cross the Delaware River in the blackness of night through the icebergs, and infiltrated their sleeping camps to slit throats, slaughter, and secure surrenders. No, pretty badass. A little different approach to Christmas during wartime than they frolic. Yeah, exactly. Omega Directive, aka Alpha Boss. Welcome back, Jetlag. Good to see you. Hey, Patriot Roy D. Don't recognize your name. Thanks for joining us. Oh, you lurk. Thank you for lurking. We appreciate lurkers. Hell yeah. Welcome to the party. Thanks for commenting, boosting the algorithm. Glad to know that you're out there lurking in the darkness, listening. We appreciate it. Hope you like that song by Sabaton. Let's jump into a little bit more of a serious story here. We're over at Gateway Pundit with an article posted from the Western Journal by Kellen McGovern Jones. The U.S. Navy to begin allowing recruits use of personal cell phones in basic training. The iPad generation has grown up and joined the Navy. Like many parents across the country who negotiated screen time with their children, the Navy is now allowing recruits allotments of screen time in the once deviceless crucible of Navy boot camp. Within several weeks, recruits in 2 divisions, quote, will have limited access to their cell phones during designated periods of training in order to connect with family and friends and manage personal matters. We're in trouble, guys. We are in trouble, boys, to quote Salty Patriot, who refers to his audience as boys. We're in trouble, boys. The military is loosening their standards. It's not going to be good. Planes are going to be falling from the sky before we know it. Jesus. You know, I don't even know what to say. They're just letting anybody in. The recruitment numbers are so far down. The size is so diminished because everybody hates Joe, and they've purged so many of the troops who refuse to take the vaccines. And yeah, we're still on YouTube, and eliminated the free thinkers from the Army and the Navy and the Marines and the Air Force. They've been purging out anybody who won't just blindly obey. It is your duty to disobey unconstitutional orders, and they don't want people who can determine what's what. Valentine Patriot, welcome back to the chat, brother. Good to have you here, sir. And Mama Mac, I see you as well. Hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas, and that things are well. Dre's not available today. He's got some stuff to handle, but it's Tuesday. It's no longer Christmas, so I figured it had to come on and get some, so much news has been happening that we had to talk about all this crazy stuff. So they're going to be letting the boot campers fuck around on their cell phones. It's not a good idea. I can tell you firsthand, not from boot camp, but from from having a cell phone and working in a job. It's hard to stay focused on your job when you got your cell phone. I would like, oh man, I'm not even going to out myself on how much I would fuck off and use my cell phone at work, hiding in the in the aisles of the warehouse in places between the goods. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is not good. The Army, is the Navy. Sorry, is fucking up. But I guess they're just so desperate for numbers that they're letting people do whatever the hell they want. In other news, this is kind of coming out now, but it's something that happened in 2021. The robot rebellion has begun. Not literally, it's kind of an exaggeration to say that, but a Tesla robot suffers malfunctions and allegedly attacks engineer at Texas factory, leaving trail of blood. Jim Hoft, love you. You do great work. Like Dylan Mulvaney says, love you. But damn, I can't believe I just did that. Sorry, guys. But Tesla robot suffers malfunctions. I don't think that's necessarily accurate. And attack is a stretch, although it's a quote in this case. A robotic malfunction at Tesla's Giga Texas factory results in a violent encounter where an engineer was attacked by one of the company's robots. Look at these fucking faceless monstrosities cruising around autonomously. Oh man, China is in the process of putting together factories to mass produce these, deadly fucking army robots and shit. I've talked to my friend Beck about this sometimes, and he's like, man, just imagine one of these fucking things chewing its way through your walls into your bedroom, sparking at the mouth as it comes to eat you. It'll be hardcore. Hey, Bayou Gator. Thanks, brother, for being here. Have a Bud Light, buddy. Oh, yeah. I'm never going to live down that Dylan Mulvaney impression. Whew. But it's out there now. It happened. So I'm just going to have to live with it. Oh, who cares? Yeah, I'm not going to be drinking Bud Light anytime soon, though. I promise you that. Even before it was cool to shun the Bud Light, I was calling it piss water. I prefer something with a little bit of character, some craft brews, something local to support non-mega corporations. You get my drift. So yeah, these monstrosities are going around making people bleed, drawing blood at the Gigafactory in Texas. Significant injuries were caused, and it left a trail of blood, according to the Daily Mail. While working on a software programming for non-functional Tesla robots, the engineer was suddenly pinned against a surface by a robot tasked with manipulating aluminum car components. And aluminum's pretty soft, so that probably doesn't need a lot of pressure going through the servos to bend aluminum. But that same amount of pressure applied to the human body could do some serious damage, guy. So its metal claws inflicted an injury that left an open wound on the worker's left hand. Quote, two of the robots, which cut car parts from freshly cast pieces of aluminum, so they're slicers, were disabled so the engineer and his teammates could safely work on the machines. A third one, which grabbed and moved the car parts, this one was a grabber and a mover, was inadvertently left operational. So it wasn't, as the article suggests, a malfunction. It was inadvertently left operational. That means it's a human malfunction. And this is the danger of working around, even, forget robots, just machinists, machining parts in general, CNC machines, lathes, stuff like that. It's a lot of force in a mechanical object. If you fuck up and don't have it under perfect control, if you're messing around on your cell phone like a Navy boot camper, and you have your hand in the wrong place or something, it will shred you. I've seen the movie Machinist. I know that Christian Bale lost like 100 pounds for that and was like a Skeletor walking around on set, and then went immediately and gained like 110, 120 pounds for Batman Begins, and got so big that he was too big for the role for Batman, who's big. Christian Bale got too big. He was like Skeletor skinny, and then got massively big for Batman. Let's see. In case you guys don't know what I'm talking about here, sorry for the eye aids, but this is Christian Bale in The Machinist. He literally lost a ton of weight and then immediately went and got jacked for Batman. This is after slimming down because he got too big for Batman. That's what, like, whether or not you like Christian Bale, he's famous for, manipulating his body drastically for these roles. You got to give him credit for doing that, because it's not easy to lose weight and to do these kind of crazy Mama Mac, wait, I need to see this impression of Dylan Mulvaney. All I said was love ya. That's all it is. I swear. But yeah, Christian Bale, crazy method actor. Props for being hardcore and putting in the, it takes a lot of dedication. Pretty crazy. Stop lying, white boy. Ed Hoskins. I'm not lying. I swear. I'm not crying. I'm almost coughing. Hold on. Gotta mute my. Woo! Still getting a little, still in recovery mode from getting sick last week. Val McGinnis, welcome back. Good to see you. Here, like button out. That is the way. Oh my God, you are right, Omega Directive. Those robots are in blackface. Whose idea was this, huh? Tesla. Someone at Tesla needs to be fired for this blackface. These robots. Oh my God, this is the world we live in, guys. Dan M. Yes, swatting. MTG, Brandon Williams, and Jack Posobic's parents, I believe, were all swatted. Swatting, Dan, is when somebody calls in a false police report. They call the police and they say, "Oh my God, there's a shooting going. There's somebody being held captive." Any of these types of false allegations at X address. X as in a variable, not as in X, the company. Don't go to X. This isn't happening at X. It's a hypothetical variable situation. So they call in a false police report. They claim that something's happening at an address, and then the police have to basically go and address that. And if they claim exigent circumstances, they can kick down your door without a warrant, go in, and it's a dangerous situation. Basically, these pranksters, these attempted murderers, as some people would say, would call it, they are trying to get people killed by having cops going with guns, jumpy cops, pointing their guns all around. And it's dangerous. People can get killed. People can have heart attacks just from the sheer shock of what's going on around them. And yeah, they do this all the time and very, very rarely get caught. Tim Pool's been swatted like probably 20 times at this point, not an exaggeration. The Quartering's been swatted. MTG's been swatted a bunch of times. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. So these people are let people's lives at risk. It should be, automatic jail time for swatting. But they route their phone calls through through online, through VPNs and IP address, cloaking systems, and makes it really hard to get these guys. So it's a problem. It's a real problem. Tim Pool, has like a line with the police where he's like, he's in communication with the local police, letting them know, like, here's my phone number. If anybody calls about swatting, just let us know you're coming, and we'll, like, there's no need to kick down the door, etc. I've been watching, a couple years ago when I was watching Tim Pool all the time, one of his live shows, all of a sudden he's like, he stands up and a cop walks across the screen. They entered the house while Tim was live on the show. It's crazy. Oh, Mama Mac, that could be a closing clip for your show, Sterling. Love you. Don't give anybody any ideas. Don't give anybody ideas. You know what that is, Mama Mac? It's pure evil. It's my fault. I did it. I did the impression. I take the blame. My Mama Mac, my daughter just came to show me how perfectly her new gauntlet fit an entire beer. I was like, honey, that's called a goblet. Freaking Gen Z. And my girl took her SATs in the 7th grade and scored as an average 11th grader. Freaking gauntlet. Mama Mac, your daughter was in the gifted and talented program, as was I. In 7th grade, I took the SATs as well, scored the highest in Connecticut for a 7th grader, with scoring higher than 95% of college-bound high school seniors on the math half. So that's my claim to fame for SATs in 7th grade. A goblet. The gauntlet is what Thanos uses to snap 50% of people out of existence, right? A goblet is what you drink out of. Make sure she knows that. Back to the Tesla story. Basically, this guy was smashed against the surface. The robot pushed its claws into his body, draining blood from his back and arm. So, yeah, watch out for the robot rebellion. You never know what is going to happen with that. Let's jump into something a little bit more fun. We have a cover of one of these Christmas songs by Alex Terrible. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he is the lead singer of one of my favorite bands, Slaughter to Prevail. Mom Mac, do you use a gauntlet for your beer? I've actually probably, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody used a metal gauntlet. You could seal up the fingers a little bit and drink. I have goblets. I have some goblets, but I don't really drink beer. I use them for other stuff like coffee. I like beer. I really like it. I just have developed an allergy, unfortunately, or something. Clogs my nasal system up and makes it impossible for me to sleep. And as you know, I'm already a night owl. So if if I don't sleep at all, it's a problem. Yeah, but this is Alex Terrible from Slaughter to Prevail. And you guys might like this. Maybe you won't like, maybe you'll hate it. I apologize in advance. I'll only play part of it because it could be They're from Russia, Mother Russia. Rumble, thanks, Dan. Unique Preppin', what's up, buddy?
Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. First you, to save me from death, I give it to somebody special.
Oh, I gotta pause this. We're still on YouTube. Oops. Guns are a no-no on YouTube, especially during live. So here, let me post the Rumble in the chat. And we are going to end on YouTube, and I'm going to delete this stream from YouTube immediately and re-upload an edited version without all the funses and gunses, unfortunately. So without further ado, goodbye, PooTube. Let's get ready to rumble.